All right, welcome back. We're live with episode 6 of the Two Count Kickout podcast. I saw you think I had to think for a second too.
I
And I
was
was like, is it 6? It
what
is
number?
6. Yeah,
What
yeah.
number are we?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6
We
of the
finally
Two
hit
Count
two
Kickout.
hands.
I know we're up to 2 hands. We are your hosts back again, ready to talk some SummerSlam fallout. I'm BJ. I'll let my boys introduce themselves once again.
It's your boy Cam, as always.
Yeah, Taylor, we're here. We're back at it.
And
Let's
let's
get
get
to it, man.
it. Oh
Whew.
yeah, man,
Summerfest.
Summerfest, Bash at the beach. We're going all opposite names today. No, no,
Beach
man,
Blast.
That's
The one called Beach Blast.
that's hilarious. So yeah, SummerSlam fallout, man. First impressions. Like, what's you guys' overall thoughts about SummerSlam, and then we'll kind of jump into the biggest story coming out of SummerSlam. And I have a question for you guys, but just want to hear overall impressions of SummerSlam.
Probably one of Triple H's best shows.
Mhm.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure. Since he took over booking, so many title changes, like back to back to back. LA Knight finally getting his moment. We're happy about that. Overall, just a good show. The Seth Drew match, in my opinion, did deliver. It delivered enough for that one moment, but also, like, if they have a rematch, it's believable. There's stuff to settle. So I think overall was good. Good callbacks. Sets up, the eventual CM Punk Seth match. So good show.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I didn't get to watch it live because I was out of town, so I had to watch it Sunday morning. But it was really good. I personally think it's like a top 5 SummerSlam all time.
Okay.
Arguably top 3. It could be there.
Man,
But
it's possible. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way as you guys, man. It delivered on every. We said on the last episode, Triple H was on Fraud Watch. And
he beat the allegations.
yeah, he beat the allegations.
He
for
took that
sure.
personally.
Yeah,
he it over to Monday.
Yeah. No, the momentum right now is crazy. SummerSlam definitely delivered. The Raw after SummerSlam delivered. And jumping straight into the biggest story of coming out of SummerSlam. As you can see here, I have my Roman Reigns shirt on, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw up my one. We have the OTC original Tribal Chief.
He back.
Returning. He's
Let's
back.
go.
Yes, sir. I was hyped. I was
Yeah.
hyped. And it was interesting how they did it too. I know we were talking about like how they were gonna bring him out, but I think they did it perfectly. Like that, while both men were down, like perfect timing, and kind of the swerve moment where they teased he was gonna go after Cody and just switched over to Solo as he should have. And man, just cinema, man, cinema.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing that slightly messed it up for me was because like the song that they used for Roman, I wasn't rocking with that.
But wasn't.
I'm hoping they go back to the original on Friday when he shows up. I got a feeling that they won't though. So that new one. Even Roman can get Death Rebel. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it would have it would have hit so much harder if we would have just got the heavy doom. But regardless, I was still feeling that. So it's all good.
Yes, sir.
So I watched it not through the regular ways. I watched it through through the clock app.
There you go.
Yeah, through the clock app. So like as soon as I got on that live, it was like right at the moment he returns, and I was like, "This is perfect."
Oh,
this is perfect. He came back, and I'm like you, Tay. I don't really like the remix. I'm just glad they didn't say acknowledgement, like a true death.
Oh my gosh, facts.
I was definitely worried whenever you guys were saying like, what if he does the acknowledge or no? I was like, God, please no, like,
Oh my gosh,
don't do any of that.
And who knows? That can change by Friday. Watch.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
We see what they did with Sheamus's music,
or I guess when this comes out today.
Right. Right.
Imagine.
And I think they dropped the ball with the Paul Heyman introduction too.
Yes, they did. They did.
Man, that would have been fire if they would have added Paul, ladies and gentlemen. That would have set it all over the top for me.
They did.
Overall, we got I've seen so many tweets of people talking at Cody or like tweeting at Cody like, now Roman's back to take his number one babyface spot. Like, Cody, you're now number 2 once again. Just joking, even. But he's not. They're even. They're on the same level at this point.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for you guys pertaining to Roman. So
I think I know what you're gonna ask. Go ahead.
Which return do you guys think was better, more impactful, 2020 or 2024?
I'm gonna say 2020, only because like we kind of knew he was coming back. 2024 was, and where 2020, he left because of his immune system is
right.
Because of his leukemia. So him coming back, and then as a heel that we all really wanted him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then it evolves into the tribal chief character that we have. It came out of nowhere, and even his first match back, he doesn't even take it seriously. He just wrestles in a shirt. Where 2024 is impactful, but like we all kind of was like, yeah, Roman, like. So I'm going 2020 because of what it eventually did lead to.
For sure.
That's actually a tough question for me. I feel like if 2020 happened with fans, I don't think it would have got the reaction that 2024 got.
Yeah.
But also, like, even when we saw like 2020 and what it led to, I mean, we don't know what this 2024 one's going to lead to.
True.
But I think I am. That's actually really hard.
It is a tough question.
Because, like, 2020, I didn't expect him to show up.
Yeah.
This one I did. So, like, I think I'll go 2020 for now. But, like, I do think if this face run is just as good as his heel run, Roman's top 5 in this run is good.
I agree. I'm on the same page. I think it's kind of a wait and see for this one. Mm-hmm. But I do agree right now we can say I agree that 2020 was a better, more impactful return because of the surprise and what we got out of it. Of course, the tribal chief. Like you said, the heel turn that we always wanted from Roman. Now, this could be a different answer, like we said, in a couple of weeks once we see what he does with his run. But it is tough because 2024 they finally got the pop that for Roman that they've been waiting for over 10 years. So that was really, really beautiful to see. And it's for long-term watchers who've seen Roman go through being hated, like detested by the wrestling world, to now is just like one of the greatest glow ups we've ever seen in WWE. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll go 2020 for now, and like you guys said, we'll just have to wait and see, man. It might turn out we switch that answer in a couple weeks. So.
And the only reason, like, I mean, it's going to be a dominant run because Roman's a top guy. Mm-hmm. I just feel like because he was dominant for so long, that this reign isn't, no pun intended, is going to. I thought you were rolling your eyes. I was like, dang, it wasn't that bad. But this run won't be as dominant because people don't really want a rehash of 2020 because 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, Roman ran things, and I feel like fans won't really want a complete rehash. They still want him to be dominant, but not like hold the world championship for 3.5 years.
Right.
So that's another reason why I'm leaning more towards 2020. It's because it was fresh, where if it happens now, it's like, okay, so like how long is he going to hold the title for this long? You know, so that's another reasoning behind me going 2020.
All right. Well, I do have another question because you mentioned championships.
Oh,
Does
nice segue.
Roman win the WWE Championship back at some point during this new run?
No,
I don't think so either. I don't think he needs it
It,
after.
he won't be able to match what he just did.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Right. That, and it's kind of like when John Cena held it for, you know, it was just a year, but like Cena, that was only his, I think his third run with the title. Or Roman, this would be
The
like if
380
he,
one.
yeah, the 380
Yeah.
one. I feel like with, you know, that one where, you know, it made kind of sense for him to win it because he was still so early in his career. Or I'm not saying Roman's like going to retire, you know, at the end of the year, but it's like, you know, if he does it, it's like, okay, like kind of pass the torch, my guy. Cena was young
Right.
enough where it was like it made more sense, but like Roman's like, I've already dominated. Let me go ahead and pass the torch and get the next generation ready. So I don't think he's winning it again. He'll get a match for it,
Yeah.
but he'll get hit, and if he loses, it won't be like a clean finish unless it's like a Cody or really just Cody. And I feel like Cody wouldn't even be the one to beat him because he's already proven he can.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be
And also
interesting.
just defeat the purpose of WrestleMania 40.
Exactly.
A little
Yeah.
bit take
All
away
that.
everything from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So Roman is back Friday. SmackDown is going to be,
Oh, it's
man,
gonna be
it's
so
going to be.
good.
I hope they continue this moment because the past couple of weeks before Roman's return, SmackDown has been copy and paste basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, BJ, for you, do you feel better now after this? Because remember,
Oh,
so like to the
yes, I feel much better knowing that Solo is not our champion at the moment. I was definitely worried. Yes, I was scared. Everyone who's watching this, yes, after Bloodline won the tag titles last week on SmackDown, I messaged these guys instantly. I was like, Solo's not winning the title, right? There's no way. I'm like
I knew he
95.
wasn't. I knew they would have it.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
I'm just looking at you. I'm just looking at the message like, bro, come on. No, he's not.
You
They
know,
wouldn't let him like make all these promises. Like if Solo said, "Yeah, if I don't win, I'm quitting," then I'm like, okay, maybe Solo may win. He didn't
right.
say anything like that, so I was like, nah, we good, we got Cody, and
That's why I
Cody's the
think,
only one to retain a title that night.
yeah,
No, he's not. Lived it.
Liv and Cody are the only two, but it's crazy. Like you mentioned, so many title changes. So I guess we can, jump into it, and go through the matches and kind of, give our grade for each match, and we'll analyze our prediction results too. So
There's
we'll
one I'm a
start.
little upset about. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I know which one you're
We
upset
told you,
about.
bro.
We did tell you. We did tell you.
I was wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
And
I looked at Twitter and I was like, come on, bro. Really?
perfect segue. We'll start with the women's
Yeah, let's go
champion,
ahead and start with it.
the brand new women's champion, the queen of the ring, Nia Jax, defeating Bailey, which I thought it was a good match for what
Yeah.
it was. I think it served its purpose. You had the tease in cash in from Tiffany, which was basically a distraction to help Nia. I love the finish. Multiple annihilators to finish off Bailey. Still makes her look strong because who the heck is not too many people. She did kick out of one, so it made sense for her to hit a couple more to finish it off. So Bailey did look strong in a loss, in my opinion. And we have a new women's champion, Cameron.
Told you.
Your excitement is just killing me so much right now.
I
And
mean,
also, folks,
Man.
me and Tay got this one right.
right,
And yeah,
right.
Cameron did get this one wrong, but it's okay.
I did, and you know, it's the only one where I was like, and I'm not just saying this because I was wrong, because like even if I was right, I'd still like I wouldn't like I just don't feel like it's a right fit because, and we'll get into this whenever we do Watch the Throne. Like the it makes the breakup between, Nia and Tiffany kind of awkward because we've had this discussion. If that's who they're gonna pick to take the championship away, one of them has to turn face, and neither of them really work well as a face. So, it's and you're not gonna just give the title back to Bayley because one, her reign didn't really do well. I mean, too much. Like it was okay, but I'm also thinking about it like how in the future the booking's gonna be. That's why I was like so adamant against Nia, where if it was Tiffany or if Bayley did retain, it would have made more sense down the line. I understand rewarding Nia. She has improved. I agree with you guys on that one, but you've kind of booked yourself in a weird spot because she has some challengers, but when it comes to taking the title off, either Nia's going to turn face or Tiffany's going to turn face.
I think it'd be Tiffany.
I think so too.
She already gets cheered anyway, so
But Roman was a heel. I mean, but Roman's also been a face before. But like Roman's been a heel. Like you can like we're in an age now where like we don't really believe in kayfabe. Right. So heels and faces, it doesn't matter. Like we look like, especially if it's somebody that came from like from the indies, like Kevin Owens, for example, when he was a heel, people still cheered him because like they know what he went through. And I mean, Tiffany does get cheered, but that's because, she has improved that incredibly, and she's very attractive. That's the only reason. That's like 0.00001%, but part of it is that. And I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, Cam's a misogynist. Cam only thinks that." I'm not saying that. I watched Tiffany when she first started. I've watched Tiffany when she won the NXT championship, or women's championship. She has improved incredibly. That is where almost all of it comes from. But some are like, yeah, she's hot, so I'm gonna cheer for her. Like, and the catchphrase. If you have a good catchphrase, you're good.
Oh yeah. I feel that it's gonna be very interesting to see how they turn her face or what they do. I definitely think it's gonna be a bullying type of situation or controlling. Nia's gonna be like, I'm the queen, you're my princess, you do whatever I tell you or you're gonna get hurt, basically. Probably maybe she mushes her in the face after maybe a tag loss or something like that, and it just a slow build up to the eventual Tiffany turn and cash in on Nia. The timing when they do it, I am not sure. I definitely don't think they can. They 100% can't hold it until Mania. This story is not going to hold until Mania.
No.
Survivor Series is the next biggest pay-per-view, but I don't see them doing a cash in. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see when they actually pull the trigger on Tiffany turning on Nia, because I think she'll be the face as well. Tiffany.
And it's like, and Tay, if I cut you off, I'm sorry. It's also like the way I feel like Tiffany should cash in would be like a surprise cash in, but that doesn't really work with faces that well because you think of a surprise cash in, oh, you're taking advantage of the injured champion. Like when Daniel Bryan did it, when he cashed in, it eventually did lead to a heel turn. Every surprise cash in for the most part has been like a heel, except for Dean Ambrose, but that's because they also have history.
Yeah.
When Dean cashed in. So it can work, but like it's only like really if it's like a lot of history. Like Bayley when she cashed in on Charlotte, it's because they have history as 4 horsewomen. Liv Morgan, she knows she couldn't really beat Nia, and not Nia, Ronda,
yeah.
But it's like you can use it to your advantage. But with somebody like Nia, I don't think she would straight up cash it in to make it face. But I also don't feel like if she's gonna turn face, she'll do a surprise cash in. So
that's actually been cashed in.
By Alexa.
It was by a heel Alexa, but
yeah, and that's after her and Ronda, went at it.
Yeah. Well, it was during the match.
it was a match. It was a match. That's all we can say about that. That's all we can say.
It was a match. So grade for the match. For me, I'll give it a B. I'd say it was a solid match. We crowned a new champion, so that's always a bonus, you know. And then it leading into whatever the story is going to be moving forward. I think that adds to it for me. So I'll give it a B, and I really like the finish too.
Yeah, I think I'll agree. B plus. That sounds about.
I mean, my bias aside, it is a B. It's just they've booked themselves into a hard spot, and I don't feel sorry for them. You know, because they did it to themselves. Like, I get it, rewarding Naya, but also, who's going to take it from her? No offense, you're not really building any other women except for Naya, Tiffany, and Bailey. Like, her next challenger could be Naomi, but we all know Naomi's not going to win.
Maybe Jade in the near future.
I feel like it's too soon for Jade, because I feel like it's too soon. Like, Jade needs like one of those big stages, like Mania or like SummerSlam next year. You know, she needs a big stage, and like you said, they're not going to let Nia hold it until WrestleMania.
No.
And
don't be shocked though.
I hope
I would be shocked, honestly.
I don't see it happening, but don't be shocked.
I can't. I do. You know, I feel like they're now going to start to slowly pivot towards Bianca versus Jade. So, like, that's going to take a bit of time. So, it's a confusing spot, but overall match, I'll give it a B. You know, they're both. Nia's improved. Bailey is always reliable.
Yep.
So,
hey, shout out Bailey though for carrying Nia and power.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that was crazy.
That spot was crazy. That was a crazy spot.
I did see that,
especially with her knee. Man, I was nervous when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, Bailey, please don't hurt yourself trying to do this." Like, I didn't need her injured again. So she accomplished it. She's good from what I've seen. So all is well. Yeah. So B's across the board there. And let's jump right into the next match, which we all got right in this case. Brian Breaker, our new Intercontinental Champion, defeating Sami Zayn, and I mean, it was borderline dominant fashion, but of course they gave Sami some offense, but it was pretty clear-cut winner out of that match. I feel like there was no doubt as soon as the bell rang. Brian ran into the turnbuckle, and then after that, it was pretty much all Brian. So, as rightfully so as well. We're trying to build new stars. This is what we're supposed to do. Braun is a killer. Push him to the moon. Let's go. It was very short.
That's a complaint I've been seeing from a lot of people is a short match, and it was basically one-sided. Sammy got a little bit of offense, but not much. But then when you guys are the same ones that were complaining about Money in the Bank, it's like, what do you want?
Yeah, in the words of my boy BB, they're fickle. They're fickle. You're all fickle.
I wonder where he's at now.
I wonder. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah, man. I hope he's enjoying retirement. He got banished to the Shadow Realm. That's what happened.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference for y'all. But yeah. I'll give it. I feel like their match on Raw, if given the right time, plus it's 2 out of 3 falls, I feel like it will be better than their SummerSlam match. So I'm gonna give it a C plus just because of how brief it was, and just one side. Like I'm not saying Sammy should have kicked out of multiple spears or or referee stoppage, but I just feel like they could have had Sammy do more.
I thought I saw something that said the match was supposed to be 15 minutes or something. 15 minutes, and it only went 5.5. Something I thought
they definitely can go for 15 minutes, and like Cameron said, hopefully next week on Raw, they really let them go at it and put on a classic, because they're both great in the ring. And hopefully they do get to showcase what they can really do when they're given an ample amount of time. So for me, I'll give it. Yeah, I'm feeling the C plus. I'll go B minus just because of the result. For me, that adds to it. We got a new Intercontinental Champion, so I'll go up to a B minus just off of that. So, like you said, the match could have been longer. Sammy could have got a little more, but they're gonna run it back. So we'll hope that they accomplish that this time.
All right.
Yeah, C plus, B minus, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
If it would have been a little bit longer, like I would have graded it higher. But I mean, it's not really much that happened in the match.
Exactly. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you were going like, yeah. It's like you gonna grade it? Nah.
I mean,
that would have been a fair answer. That would have been a fair answer. I wouldn't.
The way you said that, you're like,
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
not much you can analyze with a 5-minute match. So we do what we can here.
That's
everyone.
It's true. It's only our second PLE review. Second? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't do because BJ, you and I didn't do King of the Ring first episode, right?
No, we did not. Money in the Bank was our first one that we reviewed. So yeah, this is only our second one. So yeah,
and now we got a bunch coming up.
Oh yeah, we're in the fast lane. No pun intended,
dude. I miss that show sometimes.
I do too. Except for the random matches that they end up having and results like last year. If we won't talk about that.
If we ever have a slow talking day, like I got y'all on rebooking. When we get to WrestleMania season, we have to have a rebook WrestleMania season because 31, it'll be the 10-year anniversary. I'm rebooking 31's main event. I got y'all. Here's why. It should have been a Shield triple threat at Mania.
Yeah,
that would have been a bit too though. If Seth didn't get hurt,
because
if Seth didn't get hurt, it was going to be a triple threat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they were planning on doing that.
It was planned, but Seth got hurt, so
it should have been planned like right when like the Shield breakup was hot. Like it's the Mania after that. We'll talk about that and
we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, so next we'll do. We also, man, like you said, so many title changes. We have a new U.S. Championship, LA Knight.
Thank you.
Yes, he finally got his moment, and it was awesome. I thought their match was really good. Logan Paul always delivers for me. As much as we all hate him, dislike him as a human, that man can go in the ring.
He's a fantastic athlete.
Yeah, you can't deny that. So anytime he does that top rope moonsault spot, oh my god!
The springboard, like reverse moonsault.
I was like, and he did it so perfectly, and
it was
almost
beautiful.
like, geez, why are you so good, man?
Especially because he's only been wrestling for like what, 2 years?
2 years,
yeah.
At this point, so it's like, dang. Not gonna lie, I thought LA Knight was gonna lose whenever he was whenever he was beating up Logan Paul before the match, because usually that's how they book it. And so I was like, bro, come on, don't do it. Like I saw that highlight on Twitter, and I was like, come on, bro, don't let Logan Paul win, because we're not gonna see the U.S. title till Mania.
Yeah, no, there was no way they could let Logan win that match. The backlash, if Logan wins, oh man, WWE would have gotten killed terribly. They did the right thing. We have a new U.S. champion, and I have a feeling that LA Knight will do to the U.S. title what Gunther did to the Intercontinental title. I'm hoping they do that. I hope they book him very strong. I hope he holds it for a long time. And
he needs it.
He needs it.
He deserves
really bad.
it.
Yeah, he does that too. He deserves it.
Not even just LA Knight, the title itself. Like, that title's been there very much since Theory had it.
Yeah, exactly. So it needs a good champion to take it to the next level. So, and I think LA Knight has the charisma. He has the in-ring ability. And I think he can have a good match with pretty much anybody on the card or on the rosters, the SmackDown roster. So it's gonna be cool. And like we talked about last week, he already has 2 challengers lined up, ready to go, in Santos to Escobar and Carmelo Hayes. So it's gonna be a good run, I believe. So for me, I'll give this match a B plus. It was a really good match, so I enjoyed it from start to finish. So nice.
I'm gonna go B plus. No, Cam, don't be like that. Because you don't like Logan. A minus, just because like being an LA Knight fan and like seeing him in like come back into like when he from TNA now to WWE, almost getting fired as Max Dupree.
Oh man!
Oh my gosh! I forgot about that.
Maximum male models.
And he said, "I'm Max Dupree."
Man, that's crazy.
Like, no, I was like, "I'm not."
No, you're not. You're not Max Dupree.
I was like, who?
Stop it right now.
That's a weird way of saying LA Knight. What you speaking Portuguese?
What language is that?
Crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's good you did, Tay, because I wish I could forget that.
That was just bad. I mean, she's made a decent
proof for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then who was it? It was
Mansoor
and
Mansoor, who are now in the shadow realm.
Yeah,
they're in the shadow realm.
Yeah. Oh man. So B's and A's across the board for LA Knight.
Are we saving the opening match for later?
Oh, we can get into it now.
Okay. I didn't know if you were building it up because of drama.
Let's talk about it. Let's get messy.
What?
Let's get. Whoa, yeah.
No Diddy.
Pause.
Pause.
Cut the stream. That was a little crazy.
Yeah, pause.
Let's get into the Women's World Championship. That's a better phrase. Liv Morgan retaining against Rhea Ripley. I think we all got this one right too.
Yeah. I was wrong in the execution, but right in the results. So I'm counting it as a win for me.
I got it all right too.
Why you doing the Birdman? Why you doing the Birdman?
You gotta solidify the accuracy.
Hey,
you gotta put some weight to it. Yeah, their match was good as well. I think it was a good match.
Rhea popping her shoulder in was.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, she looked not human doing that. That's literally insanity.
You can see it too, just out. Oh my god.
Oh no. But no, that's Rhea Ripley, man. She's brutal.
She's different.
Yeah, very different. And the way that they did the Dom turn, it was perfectly executed as well. Right before he actually turns on her, he makes it look like he's trying to help her, by keeping her from getting DQ'd, so she could win the title. And then sneaking the chair back in, helping Liv, and then carrying her off into the sunset. So
he's so lucky, man. Chicken tendies and first of all, the chicken tendies.
Oh yeah,
and 2K. Yeah, lucky dude. It was good. I should have probably seen it coming, because if it had been the other way, people are so used to booing Dom, and it's so easy to boo Dom that as a character, because as a dude, I mean, he's. I saw something where he like his autograph session ended early, and he still took a picture and hung out with these 2 10-year-old kids.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that.
As a person, Dom cool. As a character, screw Dom. So it would have been weird for people to be like, oh yeah, we have to kind of cheer Dom, but it won't really work.
Dom's going to be a heel for a long time.
He has to be.
Even if he repairs his relationship with his dad, people are still going to boo him. Bray's going to be like, bro, come on now. Hear him by association, bro. This
you
is my
ruined
son.
my holidays last year. Like what? We're not cool, bro. Like
You walked out when I was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. How could you?
That's crazy.
You're dumb,
but I will say, like, man, that the improvements in his character and just finding his niche, like, it's also a really great glow up that we've seen in WWE. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the results of this match is gonna tell a lot, and Raw told a lot too. Um, I thought it was a great match. The turn was awesome. I'll give it an A for me. It delivered on everything, and it's got us looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen next.
Hey, I'm in A range too. It's good, and then it also leaves you wanting more.
Yeah.
So when they do have the match at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell, calling it now today.
They need
We're
to.
recording
Man.
this August 7th, 2024. I'm calling it now. Hell in a Cell, Rhea and Liv. That way, it also plays into the fact that Dom can't interfere, but he can interfere and then get his comeuppance. So, good. It set the story. The new Judgment Day is a really interesting group. Carlito is the one that like makes it like the most interesting to me because if you saw his shirt, it's just Judgment Day logo with his app, and I don't know if that's official or they just said, "Hey, like Carlito, like we need to get Carlito a Judgment Day shirt. Can you just just put his apple on there? Just make
I
one.
even
We're
see the
gonna sell
shirt.
this. We're gonna make one for Carlito. That's it."
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
They went to the closest mall in Baltimore at one of those t-shirt shops and got it. We need this shirt made as that, like immediately.
All right, bro. It's gonna take a couple hours. How about 20 minutes? Like we gotta start the show soon.
Yeah.
Actually, we have to film this promo and then go into the show. So like, actually, I need 15.
You're pulling my arm here. You're pulling my arm.
You pull my arm, but for you, my friend, anything.
Oh man, yeah. So that was a great match. Great backlash fallout from that. So time will tell what the results will be. And I guess a great segue from that will be the next turn or the full confirmation of the end of the Judgment Day as we know it. I know, Tay. I'm disappointed.
Did y'all say Damien was gonna win?
Yeah, we
did.
We got this one wrong. We were
okay. So I don't feel as bad being wrong about Nia.
You were right. Gunther defeated Damian Priest to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. But there were some shenanigans. I was not expecting the Finn turn. I was not expecting it that soon. I thought they would have waited. But it's interesting. And another thing with this whole Judgment Day situation, people may forget. I'm sure you guys didn't forget. Like Rhea and Damian Priest were kind of bad friends initially.
Yes.
So it's funny how the new Judgment Day are being booked as or seen as the heels, but I love when my heels are justified in their reasons. Like they have every right to do what they did at SummerSlam. Dom, Liv, and
JD.
Yeah, all of them. All of them have good reason to, dislike Damian and Rhea. So I find that very interesting that everybody's just like, screw the new Judgment Day. And I'm just like, man, they took months out of Liv's career. They were laughing in her face as she's getting a chair smashed on her arm. JD Damian never wanted him. He literally choked this man against the wall
so many times.
I love that picture.
Why are you here? Like, dang, bro.
I just want you guys to like me.
Why can't we be friends?
Yeah, and then you got Finn getting screwed twice by Damian. So I find that very interesting, but I am disappointed that Damian, he's actually one of my favorite WWE superstars right now. I think this man, he's killing it right now, man. Just his growth and development. He's always been great, but he's on another level now.
I like how they booked him though to be like smart. Because
Yes.
because I mean, with him looking at the replay and seeing Finn, like that was smart. It was kind of like you, and the thing is, like the way that Damien hit that South of Heaven on Gunther, and like the way Gunther was positioned, that it looked like Damien was rolling him over.
Yeah.
You know that, like you could kind of tell that, like okay, yeah, like Finn's about to put his foot on the rope.
Right.
But I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching it on the Clock app, and I cheered so hard for Gunther because I'm a Gunther fan. I love the song.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love, first of all, the song, and I thought he was gonna pin him, but I do like the resiliency from Damien to fight out of the first sleeper hold.
Man,
Try to choke Finn out.
Yeah.
Power bomb, and then back in the chokehold. And you know, Damien doesn't tap out; he passes out. So I do like how they booked him. I was cheering. I was saying, "Don't turn!"
Man, I wanted Ludwig Kaiser to introduce him for this match too. I love his introduction for Gunther, man.
I mean, I'm not happy about it, to be honest with you. I like Gunther, I do, but like I feel like the way that he won didn't need to happen. Like Gunther, he's talented and dominant enough to win by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like him winning just because of somebody else costing the other person, I feel like that just doesn't validate the win for him. And I think I said that last week too. I think I've mentioned that if it happens this way, it's not going to feel like Gunther really won it. So like, I feel like if you were going to do the term, I feel like you could have just have Gunther win clean and then Finn come out and still do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it makes Damien's loss even worse, or I guess Gunther's win worse because it's not. I don't know.
And that can set up like one, a rematch, and then it's also, you know, helping the Judgment Day story, and it's protecting Damien that way. Like, you know, he's still, even though he lost, he's still booked strong, and you know, that's a kind of a good thing to have, so that way whenever he does challenge, even if we know the result, like we're like, it could be believable either way. Like even if we know, like, oh yeah, Gunther's going to retain, it's still believable that okay, like Damian Priest may win this. So I liked it. It protects both of them. It makes both of them look strong. It's you know, no real outside like no like chip shot to the back or the title to the back like we've seen in some cases. It makes them both look strong and it protects both of them. Plus, Damien can now move on to a feud with the Judgment Day, which I am excited about. I want to see Damian Priest versus Carlito for some reason. Don't ask me why. I want them to both talk trash in Spanish.
That's
don't
hilarious.
Know why.
Great for you guys.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A just because their match delivered exactly how we expected it to. Like very stiff, very hard hitting. And that was
overhand
crazy.
chop. That's crazy.
Yep. That was crazy.
That match was Big E certified.
Yeah, Big E, put the Big E stamp on it. Yeah, it definitely was all of that. So
me.
So I'll go A too. And you know, it's gonna be cool to see the segue of Damien being a full on babyface and getting his revenge on the Judgment Day. So
Twins about to go crazy.
Oh yeah, I love that, man. I love it.
It would be cool if they did like a mixed tag Hell in a Cell match just to kind of settle that, like Dame and Rhea versus Finn and Liv.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wishing Edge was back so like Edge could come back and kind of help out. But
man, that would have been
in the Shadow Realm,
right? That would have been such a cool, you know, reunion. Yeah, because people may forget like Damian and Rhea are the original two members of the Judgment Day that Edge, of that Edge recruited. So it is disappointing that we can't get a reunion to kind of go against the new Judgment Day. That would have been really cool.
The damn Shadow Realm.
Yeah, the Shadow Realm. So next we'll continue the drama Drew McIntyre beating CM Punk with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. I got this one wrong. You guys were right. Drew got the W. I don't. I see a lot of people talking about they didn't like the finish. I'm one of those people. Not that I didn't like it. I just think they could have done it a little differently. I didn't like CM Punk getting Drew up for the GTS and then seeing the bracelet on Seth's wrist. Like at that, bro, finish the match and then get your bracelet. Like so that the finish for me was kind of I didn't.
That's the story, though. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it is. It
Like,
is. Man, but I get
Punk
it.
been
Yeah,
getting on
because
Drew about being distracted this whole time, and
and then
Punk
seeing
let his
Punk.
emotions get the best.
Exactly. It's
It's his
part of the
fault.
story. Yeah, for sure. And I was definitely wrong with Drew McIntyre screwing himself over. It turned out to be CM Punk. So, but it was a great match though. CM Punk definitely still has it. So,
yeah, I'm with you kind of on the finish just because it felt really dragged out. And there's the callbacks to SummerSlam '97 with the chair spot, but back then, you could do a chair shot to the head. Now you can't. So
right.
that when that moment happened, I was like, okay, maybe we're about to go into the finish, some alternate way of it. And then they kept going and going, and then Drew with the low blow and the Claymore, and you could see Seth like reluctantly
Yeah,
not wanting to count, just like Shawn Michaels
like
did.
97. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a good match. It did deliver, but the finish dragging like that was really kind of what took me out, because like you think it's going to end one spot and then it doesn't, and then we have another fake out, and then we get to the finish where you're like, okay, like it's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way, to be honest.
Okay.
I felt like it went the way it was supposed to go.
No, that's fair. No, I've seen
Yeah.
people saying that they like the finish, and like you said, it makes all the sense in the world. Like as watching it, everybody has something of sentimental value that if somebody took away from them, you do anything to get it back in that moment if you have the opportunity. So it makes sense from that standpoint. I definitely think they could have done it differently, but I'm not mad at the match. I'm not mad at the finish. There was no wrong winner here.
Yeah.
So they did what they could, and of course this won't be a one-off. We saw on Raw. There, and we'll get into that a little bit in a second. But yeah, they'll have another match. CM Punk will probably get his win back.
Yeah.
And they may have a trilogy and finish it off probably at Bad Blood. So we shall see. So
Punk
great.
get all that and back. So
yeah, that is
Drew took it right back from him. So
that is the messed up part about it. So that man he should just get a new bracelet made at this point.
Like the only thing that could like really salvage the whole bracelet angle is if AJ shows up for me.
oh my gosh, please! I want it so bad, bro.
I think everybody does, man.
Bro,
I hope she does.
I'm
That
gonna go
would
crazy when I hear "Light It Up." Oh my god!
Oh man. Oh yeah.
I'm going crazy at my house. Wherever I'm going crazy.
For sure. Grade for this match, I'm gonna go B plus, just because it was borderline an A for me. Just the finish kind of took it down to a B plus for me. I'm hoping their next match I believe their next match will be an A plus range. Because I'm sure it'll just be a straight up banger for sure. For their next match. But yeah, I'll go B plus.
Okay. I'm gonna go B plus just because the finish it just dragged on a little bit too long for me. You had a couple moments where it could have ended and it would have worked, but it just kind of kept going.
It's like it is what it is situation there.
Right.
So, but not a bad match at all. Shout out to everybody. They played their roles perfectly, and I love the callbacks to '97, even down to the ring gear. Like that was really cool to see. So,
yeah,
they killed it right there. So, I think we only have we only got one match left, right? And that's Cody beating Solo for the WWE Championship in the Bloodline Rules match, which segued straight into the return of the OTC, the original Tribal Chief. Um, their match was good. I think I wanted to see more from it, the Bloodline Rules stipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of, it almost was like you could have just had a regular match and just had them interfere or a ref spot and then have them interfere then, like that's basically what
Yeah.
happens. So
Yeah.
I think they could have done without the Bloodline Rules stipulation, or just made it more like 41 whenever we have multiple people coming out to get involved. We'll call back to Mania, but it was a good match though for what it was. I can't complain.
And I think with such like such little time between the last two Bloodline Rules match, it kind of did hurt it because we had that expectation and everything from Mania to now. It's like, okay, like we got these four, and we got the usual suspects. It always seems like Cody, Randy, Kevin, and then the Bloodline. Which, I mean, they're all great, but like it gets boring. Like we literally just kind of had this at Money in the Bank. So like, why are we really kind of rehashing it? But it was a good match. Another one where it didn't really need the stipulation,
right?
And it's always good. It's good to see Roman come back. We all called it. But I'm gonna just go ahead and give my grade now, so I can stop. I'll give it a B plus. B plus,
I'm
B. Actually, B. Now I think about it, just because it was.
Even lower. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, it just kind of dragged on. It didn't have that flair that like even the first Bloodline Rules match last year. It's like, okay, what is it? Even though it was disappointing with Jimmy, it was still more quote unquote violence. But B.
For me, I'll go. I think I'm gonna go B plus, but no, never mind, because I can't. Can we factor in Roman's return in this match?
Part of the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm ranking it an A minus.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that criteria, I'll go A minus too.
Roman.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's why I had to ask to clarify. I was like, does that count? Yeah, so I'll go A minus based off of that criteria. Man, we're gonna have to get a Tongaloa botch counter, man. This man can't even push somebody into the turnbuckle.
I'm giving him some slack for it because he does have an iPad, so he can't see all the way. Like, but like the first one, or I guess the second one, because he messed up his debut. That was his first one. His second one with the missed low blow. I mean, I can't let that slide. That's on you. And he hit Tamatonga while he did it. So.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I'll give him slack for this most recent one. He can't. He got an eye patch on. He can't.
Fair enough. And I also, another thing I thought was really smart was Jacob Fatu, the injury or the knee work, the leg injury work after he splashed Cody through the table. I thought that was very smart to keep him far away from Roman for as long as possible.
I've seen so many people complain about that. And they're like, why didn't Jacob and Roman have a face off? It's too early for that.
It's too soon.
It's way too soon for that. You want to just get it out the way now? There'd be no point.
No. Yeah, no. They
much
were
time.
smart. Yeah, they were very smart for keeping him away. Because they have to build this. We have to crave to see this and immediately, and you kill that whole momentum. So it's like next time. Yeah, we don't have anything to anticipate because we've already seen it. So yeah, they were very smart for that.
I legit thought he was hurt though. I was like, "Oh, what?" I was like, "How he get hurt from doing that?"
But I was scared because he sold it so well.
He is
throwing the chairs and everything. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what Friday is going to tell a lot about this story. I'm just glad that it's not going to be copy and paste like it's been for the past few weeks. Yes, the goosebumps are coming.
Knock on wood.
Yes, it should be. It should be. They Raw did, man. Raw was so fire, and they have to continue this momentum. And I guess we can jump into Raw. A little bit of we'll touch on it. You know, we won't go through everything. I guess we can highlight some big points from Raw. And for me, I'll start off with, man, has anybody heard from Seth Rollins? Is that man okay?
My big homie, Big Bronson.
Bro.
My big homie.
Is that man okay? Like, I follow him on Instagram. Usually he's pretty, you know, he posts something. I haven't seen anything for the past couple of days. So I hope he's okay.
Michael Cole sounded like he wanted to actually throw hands with Bronson Reed during that.
He says, "Somebody get a stun."
Go with the stun gun
on
against Big Show.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
man.
Yeah, 6 tsunamis is crazy.
It's insane. And I'm just like, what are we witnessing right now? And shout out to Baltimore. That crowd was amazing.
They were good. They were good.
From start to finish, they were
the
on
whole
fire.
Show. Yeah, I agree.
Man, and anybody listening right now, if you go to a wrestling show, that you're supposed to get hyped. Like, you're there to have a good time. So crowds like that make the shows so much better. So yes, shout out to Baltimore.
Except for one match.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Yeah, you're right.
Also, as wrestling fans, can we wait until the O's start for Seth Rollins' theme song? That is my biggest pet peeve. Like, as soon as it starts, they start it, and I don't know, it irks me to no end. And I want him to change his theme song just because.
No,
he can't.
He can't do that.
Also,
no.
To that point.
No.
To that point, they also don't do the notes right. Like,
they don't.
It goes, it goes up, and they stay, you know, straight the whole. Yeah, no. So he can't change it though. He can't.
I just want him to change it just so they can stop that. Like last time I went to a show and he was there, and I just stood there. I was like, "Y'all about to be offbeat."
Man,
too early.
We talked about being there for Jey Uso. I've been for Seth's since he's had his new theme song, and that crowd during that moment is insane too. I was there for Mania when Cody returned, so that moment there.
Got to see that? Ooh.
Yeah, no, that was fire, man. That was a good time.
He's actually he's on. Either backstage, section. Because I sent it to VJ. I tagged him in, and I was like, "Yo, that's my cousin." Like,
yeah.
What?
So Jackie Redmond did interviews with fans before WrestleMania actually started, and they randomly came and got a bunch of people. They were like, "Hey, do you guys want to be in the crowd for this interview?" And me and my wife, we were just like, "Yeah, let's do it. We're here, why not?" And it turned out it was live, aired on there. I'll have to find the picture.
And send it.
Yeah, check. I think I sent it to you in IG. But the funniest part was the way BJ looks. He's just standing there. Jackie Redmond's talking, and he's like,
I've seen that meme. Yeah, and you tagged me in it, and you were like, "It was my cousin is in this meme." Yeah, they memed us because it wasn't actually. They didn't tell us it was live at that moment, so we were all just standing there looking, and it turned out that they were recording. So
you and your wife were like, "Why are we here?"
It did look like that. But no, that was a really cool moment. That was that was awesome to be there for Cody's return. So
that's it.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. So but yeah, I hope Seth Rollins is okay going back to that. No, it's big. I think it solidified him as, he's the next guy they're gonna push to be
for sure
the upper card. So
I've actually met Bronson Reed.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man.
I met him in Orlando at SeaWorld randomly. I got a picture with him and everything.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's dope, but it's like, is that Bronson Reed? Is he going to the championship
That's really what it was. I was walking to my lunch break, and I saw him just walking. I was like, wait a minute. It was like,
that's crazy. That's dope though. I met Jerry Lawler when I went to SummerSlam in Nashville. That was really cool. It was very random because me and my friends were out at a bar after SummerSlam, and then he just walks up. He's walking through the crowd just very casually, and I'm like tapping my friends. I'm like, is that the king? Like what? And I just walked up to him. I was like, I shook his hand, and I'm like, yes, this is you're Jerry the King Lawler. And I'm like, can I get a picture, man? And yeah, that was really cool. It was very brief, very random.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting him to be out partying after SummerSlam, but with all that man's health conditions, but he was there.
You should have been like puppies, and if like yep, that's him.
I should have asked him to say it. I should have recorded him saying it. I got a picture, but I didn't get the puppies line. That would have been dope. So
I still haven't met any. The closest I have is back WrestleMania 22 during Fan Access. I think they had it at Mills Mall in St. Louis. I was in the same building as WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart, Lance Cade, and Trevor Murdoch.
Oh wow,
that's the closest I've been.
That's such an interesting combination.
That's random.
None of them were at WrestleMania that year.
That's funny. That's hilarious. But you will at Rumble. We're speaking it into existence. So. We'll meet somebody at Rumble for sure.
Nobody's even from Indiana. Like that's a WWE superstar.
That's all right. So. We're gonna find somebody.
Gonna find him.
We're gonna find him. Yeah.
I'm coming for you, sucker.
Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to talk about Raw? I mean, we're getting Randy and Gunther.
Yes,
Bash.
That's gonna be fire.
That's South of Heaven.
Oh,
JD McDonough.
Yikes.
He is so good.
Oh
that
man.
Boy. I thought he was about to sell like The Rock, bro, and just do like backflips after.
He should have.
He should have. I want somebody to. That's why I miss Dolph Ziggler, because like Dolph Ziggler would have probably like sold it like a Rock stunner, but no. But yeah, that South of Heaven was good. I forgot what the main event of
Wyatt Six.
Wyatt Six.
Great.
Oh, yeah, Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
I just kind of hate that it was Gable and the Creeds.
I didn't want them to get thrown into the fire already. So because they're legit. So they're the real deal as far as in the ring.
About them.
American made.
Yeah,
trash. New theme trash.
Was trash. Yeah.
I don't care.
It had a lot more potential. It definitely undersold. Once Gable said their stable name and the new theme song, I was like, oh man, they're gonna screw this up, aren't they?
Def Rebel getting on my nerves, bro. I'm still mad about Sheamus' thing.
I am too.
That's atrocious. That's terrible.
It is. It's very bad.
It is garbage.
That might be one of the worst ones.
I think the Wyatt Six, they booked them exactly how they should have been. They should have came in and just ran through whoever was in front of them. I wish it wasn't Gable and the Creed brothers, but
Same.
we're not.
Hold up! I just remember something else we got to talk about. He's out of catering. It's been 2.5 years. He's out.
Oh yes. Odyssey Jones finally.
He showed up. Oh my gosh.
It was so random, but he looked amazing. So
he got a big pop, which is crazy. I was not expecting that.
I'm just worried that they are going to break up the New Day, and
I don't want that.
I don't either.
I'm fine with it. Xavier needs it. Xavier needs his run. He not gonna get it.
But there was a bit there. I don't know. It's just because like they even like they like in their their old podcast, they said if they try to break up the New Day, like we're just gonna quit. And like I get like unprofessionally, but like at the same time, how marketable the New Day is. Even though yes, they've already like come down from their peak, the New Day are still marketable because even at the end of the day, if WWE goes back to PG, you still have to kind of like gear towards kids, and that the New Day is perfect for that.
And
so
I also wanted them to be one of the. No, I'm kidding. I wanted them to be one of the few tag teams that never broke up.
Exactly.
Like, I did want that for them, but it does look like Xavier is going to turn. The question is, like, what are they gonna? They must have something big planned for him. I hope they do, because if you turn and in the New Day, you have to have something big planned for at least Xavier.
Like, if that happens,
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Let him what? What'd you say?
I'm totally kidding.
I'm about to say.
Definitely not.
Because like even if you break him up, like Kofi still has, you know, everything he did pre-New Day.
Right.
Whereas like Xavier Woods, yeah, he's king of the ring, but like, and yeah, I do believe Xavier deserves that chance, but there's a better way of kind of going about it. Where if you like, if they do try to get the group back together, like say they do break up, they try to get back together. What if it's kind of too late? You know, Kofi's like late in his career because Kofi will be like 40 soon at some point.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
You know, so it's like I get it. Xavier does to earn the shot because even in TNA he didn't get that chance. You know, dang. He don't look it. I'll say that he does not look it.
Hey, that black don't crack.
It does.
It does not.
It really doesn't. But yeah, I don't want him to break up. But Odyssey Jones, welcome out of the Shadow Realm.
Right.
Not darn near. He did get a huge
pop. Call him Bigger E.
Bigger E.
Bigger E.
Like, if this led to Big E like coming back, that'd be kind of cool. I know it's, you know, but
I hope that's the end result from this, because that would be a good justification for him to come back.
Yeah,
and even if it's not in the in ring, I'll miss him so much, man. Even if it's not in an in ring capacity, he should at least come back and like mend the relationship between them. Hopefully.
Outside of Cody Rhodes, the New Day is like my dream guest for our show.
Oh,
outside of Cody Rhodes, it's the New Day because there was one time like I already know like I want to tell them the story of like when they were heels. I want like if I was booking the show, I wanted to book the scenario where like say they're like riding high, like they thought, oh yeah, we can have our tag team tower defense, and they're in a great mood, and then as they're about to go out, the authority figure is like, hey, so like you know we look back at the tape, you got the tag team tower defense next week, and so they come out and doing like the regular New Day entrance, but they're mad. So like Xavier's doing the trombone, but he's like not smiling. Kofi's doing the skips, but he's just like. And Big E's doing this with a straight face.
That's
they're just mad, just doing the entrance. But yeah, I don't want the New Day to break up. I love the New Day.
I don't either. And they've been so consistent over a decade, like almost. So it's I don't want to see it, but it looks like they're gonna do it. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, we will because you know we have no choice but to be okay.
Speaking of tag teams breaking up, the Rascals.
Oh yes, and Wesley. Why Wes? Why? Wes? Why?
I watched it and I saw the end of that match and I'm just like, they're about to turn on him, and then like seeing like Wes like slowly stagger up and look at Nash Carter, Zach Wentz, and then super kick Trey. I was like, oh man, he's turning on them.
Yep,
I wasn't expecting it.
But no, it was definitely a shocker.
And he's like, you know, you left me alone.
You guys left me,
I get it, but it's not his fault.
Exactly.
Like in the real world, you know, his ex-wife got Zach fired from WWE. Like not directly, but you know, stuff she brought up. But I mean, he's doing better. He's with GP going, so
yeah. So
them breaking up. But is it going to be a TNA event that they have this big blow off, or WWE? I feel like it could be both. Like have West win at the like No Mercy, for example, and then the Rascals, one of the two, or even both. in a TNA event.
Yeah, I just hope that since with this heel turn, I hope they do what they did with Roxanne for Wesley. I think that's he deserves it. Like, you need to push this man to the moon now. Since you've done this. And I think he will. I think they will. Hopefully, Sean, I hope you're listening. Please push Wesley to the moon.
Yeah. Because I thought that's what they were going to do when he lost to Obafemi last time.
Yeah.
It was like he's just going to focus on, going for the NXT championship. And I didn't think he'd be the one to beat Trick, but the person who, like say, for example, if it was Ethan Page, like he would have beat Ethan Page eventually at like Stand and Deliver.
Mm-hmm.
But now with him turning heel, that kind of makes it harder.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I hope they just get it right. But their track record with it has been pretty good. So we can hope for the best. But it is very heartbreaking to see the Rascals break up after getting back together a few weeks ago.
I don't know. It's just so fun to do.
Yeah. So it was very heartbreaking, shocking. So we'll see, man. I don't know. And like, you guys get to, when is NXT in St. Louis again?
It is
October 8th.
October 8th.
You guys are lucky, man. That's gonna be dope.
If I can get tickets, I hope so.
Yeah, same. You're not that married life. You got a budget, so
right.
Yeah, seriously.
And, trying to buy tickets while students are there, it's like, yo, chill out.
It's during a work week too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can scrounge up some cash to get some tickets for next week because it's out here. So we shall see. But yeah, wrestling, the wrestling world
cool
is
again.
it's we'll continue saying that it's cool again.
Yeah,
it's on fire, honestly, and I hope the momentum continues with SmackDown on Friday. So we shall see. So. You guys have any other, questions, comments, threats? Not specifically to me, but any last remarks about anything?
Is it time to keep our eyes on the throne?
Yes, let's do that.
Say.
Yeah, let's do
time
that.
To watch the throne
quickly here,
right?
And let's just go through because when is No
main
Mercy?
Roster?
Yeah, I was gonna
say
No
Mercy is not till October.
Okay.
I will say this. I do have one for the tag titles of NXT. I think Chase U is going to win it because of MSK losing it this week. Mm-hmm. So I think Chase U of Chase and Ridge are going to win it on Tuesday. So that's my only thing for NXT. The rest, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with the women's tag team champions. We'll go kind of quick with this. Yeah. My pick to dethrone the women's tag team champions is the stud line, because we don't have another name for them at the moment. But Sonya Deville, a combination of two of Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler or Zoe Stark. Also, audience, we did not name them that. This is literally what's been on Twitter. So
shout out Mia Yim.
Be mad at whoever. Yeah, be mad at Mia Yim and whoever else called them that. We're just going by because we don't have another name for them right now. So I think they will probably eventually dethrone and win the tag team titles from Unholy Union for me.
I'll go Nia Tiffany. That's still my guess. That way, Nia's a double champion. It does, if they do Tiffany cashing in on Nia, it can be after they lose the tag titles. That can be kind of a motivator. So I do see Tiffany winning the tag titles before she wins her major women's championship.
All right.
I don't want to say it, but I think it is the stud line. They're like the only ones that make sense right now because they're like the ones being pushed the most.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
don't want
WWE, please give them a name, like please.
Right.
Unless they want to put it.
It's one of those two teams, I think, for me. But I'm definitely leaning towards whatever. They need to give them a name. It's
DeVille's Advocates.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure,
Devil's
we'll call them that
advocate.
for
We'll
now.
go with that until we hear otherwise.
We know that's our finisher. We're supposed to do.
Bloodline tag title, WWE tag titles.
Either if they don't go to NXT, if they don't go to NXT, Motor City Machine Guns, I also heard the Lucha Bros may be signing with WWE.
Oh,
so,
that would be cool.
And I don't know if they've had history with Tama and technically Tonga, but it could be members of the Bloodline during New Japan. You know, all that. So if they come, I feel like it could be the Lucha Bros if they don't go to NXT. So those are my picks.
All
Lucha
right.
Bros.
I'm gonna shake it up a bit because I've seen rumors, and we of course have Theory and Grayson Waller on Raw now. There's been rumors
it's
that
official now.
I think so. I've seen. I don't know. I haven't seen anything officially, but I've seen people rumors saying that this is basically like a trade. And we'll see on Friday. Sammy and Jay getting traded to SmackDown, and they briefly talked about winning tag gold on Raw. So if they do end up getting traded to SmackDown, I think it does make sense for them to beat the new Bloodline for the tag titles. Because eventually they will team back up with Roman. Jimmy will come back. So whenever Jimmy does decide to come back, but I'm gonna go Sami, Zayn, and Jey Uso. Take out the Bloodline.
Okay.
That would work too. Yeah.
Or
fair enough. All right. So World Tag Team Champions, JD and Finn. Don't know. Like what are the teams on Raw now?
It's Awesome Truth, which they're not winning them back. American Made, which the only way that could work is if it's like a multi-team match.
Yeah.
And Damien will cost them the tag title.
Yeah.
Because there's not really any face teams on there.
Right.
On Raw, so they need to fix that unless the Hardys come back and they go to Raw. But I feel like they probably go more to NXT. Come on, man. They're out of the Shadow Realm.
They're washed.
Oh, come on.
They are. I
need to do this.
I love them so much. They're one of my favorite tag teams of all time.
They are washed. Matt's actually been washed for a while now, but yeah, I hate to hear that. I hate to say it. I don't want to see them come back and be slow in the ring and not. No, I don't want that. I don't. But for the nostalgic feel, I would love it, but I would be disappointed once the bell rang.
I just want to hear their theme song live one time.
That's fair.
Because I missed out whenever it was Royal Rumble season.
So I don't know, man.
I can't even think of a single tag team on Raw right now.
Yeah, no, they have to fix that.
Because they're not going to put it on the Wyatt Six.
They don't need titles.
No, they don't.
Or maybe Sammy and Jay stay on Raw and they could take the tag titles off of them. I don't know. That's
you know what?
All I got.
Give it to AOP. I don't know. I'm gonna just give it to AOP.
Please no.
I don't.
What do you mean?
To me.
That's crazy.
We'll see.
Boring.
WWE, this is a problem that we can't even come up with one tag team to dethrone your champions. That's a problem that needs to be fixed. LA Knight, new United States champion. I think he'll have a long run. I'm gonna go Carmelo Hayes. I think he might be the one to dethrone LA Knight, and I think he should be the one to dethrone him eventually. May not be, they may have a few matches, and eventually he does win. I believe there will be some shenanigans, but I'm gonna go Carmelo Hayes to dethrone LA Knight.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, that is the question there. I don't know, because I also don't want LA Knight to lose it anytime soon. So we'll see. Hopefully they can, or they might pull the trigger on it sooner than we expect. But
I think the earliest.
Yeah, and I mean they could potentially drag a LA Knight. They're both capable of dragging a feud along. They're good on the good enough on the mic to, their promos could carry it a little bit to drag it along possibly. So
all right.
I think that's a safe pick. Braun Breaker, I don't know. Nobody. Just keep it on him forever.
Ilya. I could see Ilya.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Being the one, kind of getting his redemption against like getting beat up by Braun so much.
Right. I think so too. That good, very good pick there. I'll go with Ilya too. Again, the question is when do they do it? So we'll have to wait and see. Nia
after Mania.
No, Nia Jax. I think we're all in consensus. I think Tiffany Stratton will be the one to take it off of.
I don't know. Like, it's hard to review. Like I said when I reviewed the match, it's hard. So
is it hard?
It makes the most sense.
It kind of is.
She makes the most sense.
Yeah, she's literally the only one that makes sense right now because they're not doing Bianca. It is probably too soon for Jade. Who else is a SmackDown women's superstar that's main event caliber?
Unless they bring Charlotte back. No. Unless they bring Charlotte back. That's the only other one I could see is if they bring Charlotte back.
Will Charlotte return?
It needs to be Tiffany, and then Tiffany and Charlotte can face, but Tiffany needs to win the match still.
See, I want to see a Bianca Charlotte Flair because Charlotte feud because that's hasn't beaten yet.
They talked in NXT once and Charlotte won.
Yeah.
So that'd be a fire match.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's their Black and Gold
Dark Ages.
Yep. We won't get into that.
Forgot about that.
Yep. And I hope. Yeah, I think. See, Bianca and Charlotte, that's Mania worthy without a title involved too. So I hope that does happen. I hope we get that from a Charlotte return at least. Liv Morgan, I think I'm going Rhea. There's no other option. Yeah, Rhea for me. It makes the most sense.
It's really the only one that fits.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree, actually. I think Liv is winning that feud, and I think she should win the feud. I think since Liv won the first match, I think Rhea's gonna get like that. If they do like the mixed tag match or whatever, I think Rhea and Damian win that, and then whenever they face off again, Liv wins that again. So, who I would pick to beat her? Sky.
I feel like she doesn't have that aura anymore.
Or Asuka returning.
That's another one, but like especially with Asuka, they've blown it. But with how they drag them down with Damage Control, it's kind of they're both amazing in the ring, but just kind of that they wouldn't get that pop if they won.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
It's Zelina.
I'm sorry, who?
Zelina Vega.
Once again, who?
Yeah,
don't disrespect Zelina, bro. She like that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect Zelina.
She's okay.
She's
she underrated. Put some respect on.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like I respect her. Wasn't that big a fan of hers and Sarita.
That's
I don't see Zelina doing it.
I don't know.
Put some respect on her.
No disrespect
to her. I'm gonna stick with Rhea.
I mean, if Rhea won, I ain't gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's. But I can see them.
I feel like Liv needs to win that feud though.
Yeah, I can see them doing that. But then like we're trying to figure out now who's the next challenger. I don't know unless they do some more trades, which that defeats the whole brand split anyways.
That already kind of does it with Randy challenging Gunther.
Exactly. So
there's a reason for that though.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Bring Becky back.
Oh, I don't need another Becky title reign anytime
soon. Chill on my goat, bro.
I love Becky. No, I love.
I miss Becky so much, bro. I thought she retired in that
documentary.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just
I was kind of sad.
Let her chill out with her
Yeah,
daughter.
she
Man.
deserves some time off.
He does for sure.
Her return will be insane. So
maybe we'll see her at the Rumble.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'm gonna pass out. I'll pass out. If I see Becky and John Cena, I'm passing out.
Next we got Gunther. If Jay doesn't get traded to SmackDown, I think it will be Jey Uso. That's my.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
I feel that though. But there's been crazier things that have happened, and I think they are going to want to capitalize on how over Jay is eventually. They have to. They absolutely have to. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Exactly. Yeah. Second of all, if they would have done it, if they would have cashed in on Jay's, they would have done it. Have that. It just doesn't work for him being the world champion. Like it would have to be like a very, very small rank. Like even honestly, the last time,
I'll take that. He can be a transitional champion.
I can't even see that.
I love Jay, so I want that.
I do too.
It's just as a single star, I don't like it.
There might be a little bias here for me, but I want to see Jay get a world title reign. I think he's proven he can be a top baby face on a show, and I think he deserves it. Who? Oh,
do you know how mad?
17. Give it to me.
Do you know how mad people would be if that happened?
Well, I don't care. John Cena.
It can't be the world title though. It has to be the WWE Championship.
It does have to be the WWE Championship.
From 17. Don't count.
Still, they don't. Think about every time Cena held the world heavyweight title.
It did not.
Oh, I didn't mind it.
It definitely always looked weird to me anytime he held any title other than the WWE title.
Right. It's the US title I'll give a pass to, but like those two.
The US title definitely gets a pass.
Because I remember when we were younger, BJ was like, if he did win it, like would he make it a spinner? And I'm like, would he?
Would he?
Like how would you do that? Like
right. Man, but if he does win the world title, he should do it for nostalgic sake. Just one last spinner title.
Man, that's what this whole run will be next year.
We could see. I'm sticking with Jay. I wouldn't be mad if it was Cena. I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I would see him winning the WWE title, but I wouldn't be mad if Cena won either.
I don't have anybody because I feel like Gunther's going to hold it so long that the landscape may change, So I don't have anybody for Gunther. So that's the only one. Well, him and the world titles are like very weird spots, but the WWE.
Yeah, I have a feeling as well. I think we might be on the same page.
Let's see.
Well,
say it on count of three. No.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, bro! I would literally stop watching. I would stop watching. I will never. I already hate The Rock. I would never like him again.
I would not enjoy it.
He will drop out of my top 10 because he's at 10 right now. He would drop out.
I think it's gonna be him, bro. I think they're gonna do it.
Just the way
they want.
He may win the Rumble.
You think he's gonna win? I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble.
Because he and Cody's story, like he even said it, Raw after Mania, our story's not done. You know, so like
he don't get the Rumble win for that.
Oh, I don't think he does.
He's the boss. He could just take it.
Neither did. How did that work this year? They booed him to like. At least with the Rumble, it makes sense, and then he can be like, the Cody Crybaby said, "Oh, Cody won the Rumble, so he deserves the world title." Well, The Rock won the Rumble this year, so The Rock deserves.
I hope he doesn't win the Rumble. I hope they reserve it for whoever's going to take on Gunther. I think that's who the Rumble winner should take on because they need to add more to the world title. So they have to make it.
I feel like Rock winning the Rumble was a compromise for him to like. He's like,
they're going to give him the title. He doesn't have to win the Rumble too.
He can win both. I'm sorry, that's not no.
Neither did Brock, but he still won it.
We don't talk about.
But he lost at Mania.
Still, he didn't need the Rumble win.
Well, true. The Rock don't need it either. Oh my gosh,
The Rock
bro.
does not. Yeah, we got tape.
If I go to that Rumble and I see The Rock come out and win this Rumble, I'm leaving. I'm going back to wherever we staying at, and that's as simple as that. I'm not even trolling. That will be on the same level as Rumble 22, and I was at Rumble 22, and that
Same,
was not
bro.
heavy.
What was the disappointment? I'm like, hey, but I drove here. Well, Cam, I'm gonna wait out by the car. It's freezing. I have the keys. I'm not giving you the keys.
I'll walk.
Oh man,
I'm not wasting my money on the Rock Rumble win. I'm not.
He doesn't need.
BJ, we're gonna put him in the middle so he can't escape. We gonna put him like where he can't.
Oh,
sorry.
No. I definitely don't want I 100% don't want the Rock to win the Rumble. No, that can't happen. We give it the title reign, okay, whatever. But no, not the Rumble. No, he can't win the Rumble.
Rock comes in at 30.
And the fact
points
that
of Cody.
the fact that he is the boss, he can pull some. They can do some like authoritative things to say, "Oh, the Rock has the authority." So the Rock says he's number 30, and he just beats up whoever is number 30 and just
it's just a surprise. Like it's a surprise, and then they explain it on like SmackDown afterwards that the Rock. That's when he did. Like the Rock has the authority. The Rock can do whatever he wants. So the Rock said the Rock's entering at number 30. And he won the Rumble, Cody, WrestleMania. Just bring it.
I don't like it. I think
Rock not even top 5 on the mic, bro. Oh my god, it ain't crazy.
That's I don't know.
I think 5 people better than him on the mic right now.
Do it right now.
All right, go.
Cena, Punk, MJF, Paul Heyman.
Time out. We don't count Shadow Realm.
Fine. Paul Heyman, Cena, Punk, Miz. I think is better. I think Samoa Joe. He was in WWE, so it counts. I think he's better. I think Seth. I think Kevin Owens is better. All of them are better on the mic to him.
He said Cody.
Did you not see The Rock's most recent run?
Competitive.
But he's had some fire lines, man.
Well, but it was still all repetitive. I can't take a guy seriously who's like, this side of the crowd's going to chant this, the other side of the crowd's going to chant this, and then just no, I can't do that. I can't take you seriously. That Rock put his promos on his wrist. No.
Okay.
If you're a gold, you don't do that. I'm sorry.
Give
him some minus points there.
He's still top.
You don't need
top
that.
5. Nah. No, like the Miz. Here's the thing: the Miz, yes, he has passion, but you can't like say like besides I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. Like there's nothing like that. Like the Talking Smack promo. That's really about it.
His best promo. Yeah, that one was good too. When they were talking about they get all the opportunity. Yeah, that was a good one too. But outside of that, what else does the Miz have?
Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. 2 + 2. Does anybody know what that is? Do you know, Booker? 2 + 2? Yeah. Thomas Jefferson, sucker. Like, that's 2 off the dot. We're already equal to the Miz.
Nah, that's not.
Look, man. Look, I was like you, man. I used to hate The Rock because I was a Cena fan. And as I got older, I understood.
I've hated The Rock since 2012.
Same.
2013.
I used to think he didn't deserve.
2012. Yeah.
I used to think he didn't deserve to beat Hulk Hogan, and then I found out how awful Hulk Hogan was, and I was like, you know what, Rock, you're
good for you, Dwayne.
Blackish. Didn't he beat him during?
He definitely shouldn't have beat Cena. He didn't need that win at all.
I will say he didn't need to beat Punk, but that's really
did not need to be
about
Punk
it
either. But
because if he didn't beat Cena, I will say that,
and then and then ran it back. Yeah.
I mean,
if y'all gonna do The Rock at the Rumble, he can face Cody at the Rumble, and then Roman can cost him, and then give me Rock Roman at Mania. I'd rather that.
That's not gonna happen. They may.
They're gonna do Rock Roman at Mania, bro.
Rock Roman in Vegas. Come on now.
That's true.
They wanted it this year. They didn't get it. They're getting it this up next year. They're doing it. And I think the title will be involved as much as we may not. As much as we may not want it, I think the title will be involved. Exactly.
WrestleMania 40 literally pointless.
They want it so bad, bro. I think they're gonna do it.
I feel like that was a compromise.
Yeah.
Fraud allegations back. I'm telling you, if that happens, I'm not even trolling.
I mean, I don't even think that'll be on Hunter. That'll be more on Rock. Because you gotta think about, like, he's the big name star. Like,
yeah.
You know, even outside of WWE, like, if you go out to somebody who's never even watched wrestling and you show them a picture, they're like, oh yeah, that's The Rock. They may call him Black Adam, which that movie was garbage.
It was.
I can't believe I was excited to see that. But
I never watched it.
You're not missing anything.
I know.
I borderline fell asleep on it.
I don't care for. I literally won't watch a single movie of his.
I watch that, and I'll watch Be Cool, which is also another bad movie. He's not.
No, he's really not a good actor. That people blow him out of proportion. I will give you that. He's not as good, and I'll save my Attitude Era take for another show. But yeah, he's definitely not the best in the ring as much as people clamor for him. He has a couple of moves.
He's the
real five moves of doom. Not Cena. We've seen Cena do some other things. So
his sharpshooter is one of the worst.
Just whenever he turns his leg, it just makes me mad when he turns his leg, like the extra little kick that he does. It just makes me mad. You're not Brett.
No. You're not even Sean.
You're not. So
that's crazy.
I'm with you with that. The Rock is not good in the ring.
Yeah, we're on the mic. Come on now.
I can't take the mic skills away.
Can't co-sign on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man! All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap for us today. Unless anybody has any final takes. Tay came with the first most controversial take. I love it though. Let's get some people.
I'm standing on that. I'm standing on it.
You should because
I would not change my mind.
You know they mean it too. Whenever they're still mean mugging long after the conversation's over.
I'm not changing my opinion on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we stressed Tay out with that pick at the end.
Oh my gosh, that made me so mad. I'm not wasting my money on that, bro.
Oh man.
Too bad we have to cover it for our side for work.
Right. Oh man. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next week, we'll see you then. I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about after SmackDown. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the return of Roman. So I'm excited, man. WWE's in a great place right now. So.
And as always, don't forget to tell your friends, your family, and your friendly neighborhood hobos about your favorite wrestling podcast.
TCKO and
2 Count Kick Out.
We are out. Y'all
All right.
be easy.